One. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Flying with Angels. And today we have a tribute show to our founder and host, Cathie Bradshaw. It's the 3rd anniversary since she crossed to the other side, but anybody that knows Cathie that is into spiritual stuff will know they feel her around. We've had her with us every time we do a show, but particularly this show. And she helped me depict some pictures that I made for her. And I know she's been popping in to see Rihanna. So this is a picture of our beautiful Cathie Bradshaw. She was the original founder of Cathie's DistantEchos, and she liked to talk about anything and everything to do with the paranormal. And she felt that sharing things with people would help people, and it would dispel different myths there were and take away a lot of fear, which it did. She was into EVPs, and I have a nice message from someone to read about that later. And she was a very good friend, very well loved, and she had a massive amount of friends because she had such a big heart. Very lovely lady. She's the same age as me. She would be 53 in October, and I'm 53 in July. And we had a lot in common. We were soul sisters here on the plane at the same time. And now she's walking in spirit with me and Rihanna, and we're still connected. So without any further ado, I'd like to bring on Rihanna. Here we go. This is our host, Rihanna.
Hello, everybody. Yeah, just to say that I know, I'll say, Lizzie's spirit still lives, because it's so important that you realise sometimes least you should forget. And you know what? We all forget now and again. And there's something very special I want to share with you about my beautiful, beautiful sister Cathie. She's always a way of letting you know, even from spirit. She always used to say, I don't do pity parties. And I need to remind you, as I wrote in the dedication to her a couple of years ago, that that doesn't mean to say she didn't care. She is one of those souls and spirits with the biggest, most generous heart ever. And I mean ever. And if we could just be a little part of her legacy and a little part of who she was and what she stood for, this world would be a fantastic, beautiful place. I feel her every day, and it's just amazing. And there was times she still had troubles and things in her life, but publicly wouldn't know. I've seen a lot of people think, oh, you know about these people, what are they all about, and why are they smiling? Follow Cathie. A smile melts everything away. Not only when you gift it, when you're troubled, it also is a receivement to you. And Cathie did that 110+%. You know, and I love her dearly, and she's always here. She occasionally, she'll kick my butt, obviously, when I'm sort of like, she'll, come on, girlfriend, and she's here today, and you can hear her actually say loud and clear, I'm so tickled pink, because that, and whenever she had a show, it used to make me smile so much. She would introduce everybody, and she loved each individual person, and she would say, I'm tickled pink to see you. So she's tickled pink to be here with us all. She really is. And this is about just showing how uplifting she is, as she was while here on the earth plane, as she is now, because she still uplifts every single one of you. least you should forget. This is what she's saying. Least you should forget. I'm here, girlfriend. And girlfriends and boyfriends. And this was and is our Cathie Bradshaw. I love you, sweetheart. Thank you. Over to Linz.
Oh, that was lovely, Cathie. That was lovely, Cathie. I know, Cathie, got you to say that. That was lovely, Rihanna. I'm now going to bring Robert Sharp on, who was a dear friend of Cathie's. He's a dear friend of everybody's. He's the one of the most politest gentlemen I know from Blog Talk Radio days. He is just so suave and sophisticated and very, very humble. Anyway, Robert, I'm going to unmute you as wireless caller so that you could play the clips that you brought together, okay? You brought to us today. You're unmuted.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Oh dear, love you.
Let me welcome the host of this Friday night at 8 p.m. till 10 p.m. tonight, our Nick Nash of Astral Musings. How you doing, my soul brother?
How you doing?
Ooh, I think we're hanging in there now.
We're hanging in there now. Hi, guys in the chat room. I'm glad you're here. Probably not too many, but oh man, what a way to start the show. That song, Boston, or that song by Boston. Gotta love that movie.
Yeah, I do. I love them.
As do I. How are you feeling?
Before we get started, hanging in there.
Hanging in there, yeah.
And I saw you're having a tremendous storm up there in Canada.
There's some energy flying around, that's for sure.
Yeah. But could you please say a blessing before we get started?
Sure, that would be absolutely wonderful. Well, thou from whom the breath of life comes, who fills all realms with sound, light, and vibration, may your light be experienced in your utmost holiest. Your heavenly domain approaches that your will come true in the universe. Give us wisdom for a daily need that detaches the fetters and faults that bind us. Let us not be lost in superficial things, but let us be free from that what keeps us from our true purpose. From you comes the all-working will, the lively strength to act, the song that beautifies all, and renews itself from age to age, sealed in trust, gratitude, faith, and truth, as it is spoken. So it is.
Amen. Thank you very much for that, Robert. That was fantastic. And
yes.
if I had the clapping thing, I would do it. Yay!
Yes, there's several clips I recall, which I know Lynn's has tried to get them. It's difficult. There was one in particular, and she always used to refer to me, and it used to make me chuckle, Lynn's, and it was the babies giggling. Now, I know there's lots of babies giggling on YouTube and stuff, but this was one particular clip she used all the time, and it just used to have all the chat room and everyone in floods of laughter. And she said, "This is from Rihanna," and these little babies chuckling away. So yeah, I do feel an awful lot lifting spirits, and that's so special, Robert. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I was going through and her laugh is what I really loved. I mean, it was really contagious.
Yes.
Yes, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Robert, I've got Lizzie.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I've got Lizzie Starr with me today. You still here, Lizzie?
Yeah.
Would you and Robert like to have a conversation about Cathie? Because you both knew her so well.
Well.
But only nice things, please.
I can hear Cathie laughing about that one, sweetie. Hi, Robert.
Hello, Lizzie. Boy, I'm not sure if we've ever spoken to each other, though I mean, I've listened to you on the show a lot, and I think we're even connected in Facebook, but I don't know if we've ever had a actual conversation, have we?
I don't think so. Let's have one, shall we?
What a perfect way to have an introduction, isn't it?
Well, you know, this is Cathie all over. You know, I expect she's just sitting here thinking, here we go, now watch this for a show, you know. So it's like, this was the greatest lady with the biggest heart. And, you know, she inspired so many people, and she certainly inspired me. And she called me at home many times, and we'd have a good old chinwag. And we always seemed to know when we needed each other, because, you know, sometimes you just need a friend. And that's what Cathie was to, I think, all of us. A beautiful, beautiful friend who would help anyone. And I was inspired by her so much that, you know, I took after her in a way, because I started then to invite anybody who wanted to come on the show, who needed help or, you know, didn't have an opportunity to do a radio show. And so that's what I did too. And Cathie and I really had a great sort of, how can I put this? We knew each other, you know, spiritually and humanly, or whatever you want to call it. But I don't know. It's just something that lady had that was genuine, loving, and so beautiful. And I don't think anybody can ever forget her, you know. There's so many people love her. And I'm just feeling her presence right now with me. And I can smell lavender all over the place. Lavender, lavender. And I remember when I first read for her, Robert, I bought through her beautiful husband that hadn't long passed. And I said to her, he's showing me this carriage in, I want to say it's New York, and it's like a white carriage. And she knew it immediately, and she sent me a picture of her and a beautiful husband in this carriage, you know. And I think that's what started this very long-term friendship, I would like to say. And I think I have spoken to you, Robert, but, you know, it's been such a long time. And Cathie, were you the regular on Cathie's show?
No, I have my show. I have a show, so you know that's kind of how we. I mean, I was on it a couple times, but no, mine was basically getting introduced to her, you know, on Blog Talk, and then she had her show just I think a few years before me. So and I've been 7 years now. So. But I just, you're right about her genuineness and her honesty, and she was always fair, you know, when it came to dealing with people, and you know, and to her, if you did not believe as she did, that was perfectly fine with her, and you know, and she respected that.
Absolutely. And so, Robert, what's your show about?
Mine is called Bringing Inspiration to Earth. And I've got, you know, inspirational people from...
Sorry. Bite Me Radio.
Bite Me Radio. No, but, yeah, it's... So anyway, yeah, it's, you know, pretty much right now in the self-help spirituality, though I do have a children's corner where I have authors, you know, inspirational children's books, and then every now and then I'll have something on environment, but it's just inspirational people mostly.
Wonderful. That's beautiful, because inspiration is the key to everything, I think. So I have to come over and listen one day to you. I'm just a busy bee just lately, but where are you in the States? I've just come back from the States.
I'm sorry?
Where are you in the States? I've just come back.
Oh, in the States? Where am I in the States?
Yes. Where do you live?
Oh, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
Oh, not too far. Not too far. Wonderful. Absolutely. Is Myrtle Beach there, or is that the North Carolina?
That's north.
That's
I'm in
north.
South. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, I know it well, but I don't know all of it. But so nice to meet you anyway, and have a chat about our beautiful friend here, Cathie. And she sends you the greatest love, by the way. And like I said, I keep smelling lavender, so I don't know what that's going to represent to the show yet. But there's a lady joining very close to me with Cathie also. So, Robert, did you lose your mum?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does lavender mean anything to you? Because I can smell it everywhere, and it's like, were you close to your mum?
No.
Okay.
The lavender,
matter.
I mean, I love lavender. I mean, and I, use my essential oil, my diffused lavender a lot. So.
Oh, okay. So this is why she's showing me lavender. Okay. Well, you know what? Your mum's sending you great love anyway. It's like when we get to that spirit world, of course, that it's very different. We sort of know where we went wrong, or if we went wrong, where we did good or where we didn't do so good, and all of that stuff. So, they always change to that wonderful self, that they were before they came here. And of course, we come here to experience and to do beautiful stuff. And so, your mum sends you absolutely beautiful love, and she must be talking about the essences and the lavender and stuff. So, hey, that's quite nice, because Cathie's here as well, and she's giving me all the lavender. And maybe, they're talking about what you do with all these beautiful essences. So well done. And I'm just saying thank you to them for that also. So Cathie's on a high now today. She's sending love to everybody, by the way. And she's having a good old chuckle in the background here. So I'm just talking with her. And she keeps talking of April. Does it mean anything to anybody, April? Is there a birthday anywhere coming up to anybody, or an anniversary? Or are we on mute?
Oh, no, we're not on mute. I have a holiday in April, and I don't know. I haven't an anniversary in April.
I have
so it's not me.
What
have you, Rihanna?
Yes, our wedding anniversary on the 23rd of April.
Oh, there you go. She's saying happy wedding anniversary, and thank you for the beautiful words, Rihanna. She's beautiful. I just saw you in a field. Get this one. I just saw you in a field with a straw hat and a long dress, and you're just running through the field as free as anything. It's as if she's saying, well done, you're free. You're just traveling in a beautiful way. I can smell the poppies and the corn and everything, but she's saying happy wedding anniversary to the both of you, and thank you for your beautiful words.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lizzie, may I explain when I cut in and said Bike Radio Me? Cathie always used to think that Robert's show was Bike Radio Me, bringing inspiration to Earth, Radio Me, and she used to read it as Bite Me. And we used to have a little joke about this, didn't we, Robert?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, she and Chris, they always thought it was a vampire show.
That's right, yeah. But we used to have a lot of fun on the shows. When you were talking about Cathie and Tony, I had just put up a picture of Cathie and Tony, one of her old ones, where she's resting asleep on Tony and he's laughing. And there's a hummingbird getting nectar out of a flower in front of her, and a little, because you can't see it, can you, Lizzie? And a little river underneath. And I just put up that photo when you said about Cathie and Tony. And it is nice to know that Cathie went over to be with her Tony, who was the only one before her who always accepted her how she was. And she knew that he would always love her. And I had the permission from Rusty, her son, and her daughter-in-law, Mary, to use the photos that I used for today for Cathie. So it's nice. Cathie and Tony were forever loved, and it's nice to think of them in spirit together. Rihanna, have you anything to say?
Oh, I was just typing away here. Yeah. Just to say, Lizzie, that I want to say that I know Cathie puts in as well as reminding me of what she's going to be with me our wedding anniversary. She said, "Well, hang on a minute." You've got some fairs in April, reminding me to say yes, Lizzie. I have a couple of fairs I'm doing in April as well.
Right.
2 separate event organisers, but the second one that I'm doing is 2 days, and I do about 3. We do about 3 with the same people, and we've been doing it for a few years now. And Ian also helps out as a steward, and so you know, we're part of the team in a way. So it's really beautiful to do them. I've not done a presentation or workshop yet. I just have my little table, and I'm there if people want to come along and have a reading. So, but there's they are wonderful people. I meet new people all the time, and it's just such a beautiful energy, full of people walking and working.
She said you've come such a long way, both of you really, and she's very proud that you've continued to do the shows that you do and to keep her, if you will, in a way, her alive, if you will, with the people who love her. You know, and when you appreciate something like that, the spirit world really do know everything and anything. So, you know, when she draws very close to me, I can hear her laughing, just like when Robert played that clip.
Yes.
And it's as if, Robert, you just brought her to life again for all of us, you know. I mean, I haven't heard her voice since she passed over, and so thank you for that. That's absolutely beautiful. And I thought, it's beautiful, Robert. Thank you.
My pleasure. My pleasure. I just love her laugh. You know, that was the one. I mean, I would just tune in for her laugh. You know, well, not just that, but you know, it was a plus.
Absolutely.
There is one show that I put on an archive when we first started doing IntuiTalks. Chris and I managed to put some shows together, and Chris played them so we could record them on IntuiTalks, and I picked some from Blog Talk Radio archives, and there was one show where Robert was on as a guest and they were talking and all they were doing was laughing, and you really hit it off, didn't you, Robert? You were just because you came to listen to that one, but listening to it again was really good. So I'll see if I can find it for you, Lizzie. And because it's in the IntuiTalks, and I'll give you the link for it. But Robert and Cathy had a marvellous time with a bit of banter and a bit of laughter, and it was good to listen to, you know. Yeah. So if anybody would like to call in and speak about Cathy, please do. The call-in number is 631-353-4342, and then enter 717 to speak to the host, and you'll be brought onto the show. And if you would like a reading, Rihanna and I are still doing readings. Rihanna's doing her usual card readings, and I am doing flower readings this week. So you can have a lovely bunch of spring flowers as well as a nice message from Rihanna or a message from Lizzie. If Lizzie has very nicely offered to come and be with us here today, and I can feel her lovely, bubbly energy, and I can feel Cathy's bubbly energy as well, and she's excited to be here. So I have something to read when I get it up. I'm going to read this out. This is from our dear Marcy Wilcox. Now, Marcy and her husband Randy, who is a musician, lovely people, they lost their daughter about 8 years ago, 7 or 8 years ago, and their daughter Elisa was a young lady. I think she was either a teenager or in her early 20s. Anyway, Marcy sent me this today to read to everybody about her friendship with Cathy. And Marcy Wilcox says, I met Cathy after my daughter Elisa passed away. I was getting so many signs, and I was talking to her and recording everything. I asked Cathy about EVPs, and she was so gracious to explain it to me and even sent me an EVP she got from her hubby. That would be Tony. It was amazing. She took so much time with me and was so kind. We continued our friendship, and any time I had a question about anything, she was right there to help me and answer. Such a beautiful lady. I loved her southern drawl, lol. She didn't know me. She didn't have to help me, but she did over and over again, and I am forever grateful to our dear Cathy for sharing her love and compassion. God bless her sweet soul. I miss her. And there's a heart after it, and I thought that was very nice and very touching. Thank you very much, Marcy, for that.
That's beautiful. Can I just ask a question that's not about the show, this bit a little bit? I've tried to get into IntuiTalks. I've put all my things in there, but now it says activate key, and I don't know what that means.
Activate key?
Yeah.
I don't know what.
With me, it comes to activate Adobe in UK, yeah, and then it says, will you allow? And you say yes. And then it goes through speaker, listener.
Yeah, you mean for joining up, don't you, Lizzie?
Yeah, I've done all of the stuff, and then it went through the email, which I pressed on, then it sent me to this place, and it says, please provide a valid activation key. And I'm thinking, I don't know what the hell.
Go back to your email, and it'll have a code there.
Okay. Thank you, darling. Okay. Sorry to interrupt the beautiful show, but I'm trying to get to you guys.
Well, that's all right. It's very nice of you to come in. And I'd like to welcome everybody here that's come to the show today, and everybody that's listening or might be in the archives listening. Welcome. I hope you feel the love from Spirit and Cathy as we do this show in memory of Cathy. If it wasn't for Cathy, I wouldn't be continuing on doing the card readings, nor would Rihanna, and we enjoyed doing the show. It always uplifts us, and it's nice to share. We like to carry on doing Cathy's Distant Echoes because Cathy liked to share all sorts of things, and it was good. It's good to get it out there. It's good to let people know about different things because sometimes you think, oh, I don't know about that because nobody else is talking about it. So we like to continue. We continue with the card readings, but we also look into spiritual things and talk about healing and other things as well. So please come back if this is your first time at our show, and you're more than welcome. The chat room is very, very friendly. And today we've got our Becca G, and it's nice to see you, Becca, and Cynthia Lee. It's nice to see you, Cynthia. And Mary Gates. I hope it's not raining too much for you, Mary. Thank you. And Robert Sharp, who has called in with some clips of Cathy talking, which was great. Robert, thank you so much. And Simon Swain as well, who's very savvy. Cathy always used to say Simon he's so sassy. She was jumped to bits the first time he called into the show. And then we've got our wonderful Rihanna George, who is host with me. And on my Skype connection, I also have Lizzie Starr, who is starting her own show again on Blog Talk Radio. Well, her and Hazel have a show, and that is ever growing. And they're on at 7 o'clock UK time tonight, which will be, is that 2 o'clock? No, it's 3 o'clock. 3 o'clock Eastern, everybody.
Yeah.
3 o'clock Eastern on Blog Talk Radio. I don't normally advertise Blog Talk Radio unless it's Robert, and but I will do for you, Lizzie.
Thank you, darling. Thank you. Oh dear.
Could we all send some energy, please, everybody, to Mary Gates and the area that she lives in. She lives in the area where there was the big mudslides in the mountains a few weeks ago, and they've had more rain. And she said it's pouring here actually, and the lights are flickering. And I know she is on alert to move out whenever she needs to, but they've had this alert, I think, 4 times in the last 4 weeks. So they're staying put at the moment. So can we all just silently ask the angels and God and the angels to send love and healing that way, and surround everybody in love, and ask the guardian angels to help everybody in that situation, and anybody else. We'll go all up. Let's go worldwide. We'll ask the guardian angels if they can help everybody that is in adverse weather conditions at the moment. Thank you very much. Amen.
Amen.
Brianna.
Yes. I'd like to also bring forth some the beautiful energy of our ancestors, as well as the angels and those in spirit. This energy is a beautiful, positive energy. It's a healing energy. May it go to every single person, every single soul, be it animal, 2-legged, 4-legged, and the winged ones. May it also go to Mother Earth, who needs your healing. We ask for a wind of change, a change to bring forth love and security, and remove away the fear always. Our friend Mary is very, very bright. I ask Archangel Michael to bring forth his big blue ray of protection, specifically to our beloved Mary Angel's area. Namaste.
Namaste. Thank you, Brianna. I've put out Archangel Michael cards. Actually, I would like to do a disclaimer, because we're going to do some readings, everybody, and I'll find it in a minute. I'm going through all the pictures. The Flying with Angels, Angel Card Readings disclaimer. Readings on this show are for entertainment purposes only and does not replace advice from medical, legal or financial services. Whilst we endeavour to assist you, readings are not set in stone. Future events may be affected by your own actions or lack of actions and your own free will. Opinions of others in the chat room do not necessarily reflect the view of the hosts of the show. We reserve the right to remove a person from the chat room due to inappropriate behaviour. We simply ask that you be kind to one another, discuss things pertaining to the show, and enjoy the show. You are welcome to post your own links in the chat room for the benefit of everyone. And that is written by me, Lindsay Harrison, host and founder of Flying with Angels. And if anybody would like a card reading, please say or put in the chat room. So
To phone Romans and talk about Cathy, if people are there, it would be lovely to hear what they have to say.
yes, if anybody would like to call in and talk about Cathy, that would be wonderful.
Yes.
The majority of people here today knew Cathy.
I'm looking at Becca G.
Yeah, but she's only on speaker. Becca, can you call in?
Yeah, I can call in.
We always put Becca on the spot. She comes up on the camera. Lizzie, you've got the cameras you can do. We've got to get Lizzie sorted for IntuiTalks.
I'm nearly there.
Oh,
and Robert as well. But Robert's had a go and he didn't find the sound as good as Blog Talk Radio. But it would be lovely if you came on and we could see you, Robert, because we know you're so handsome, you know?
Listen to you, boy. You get a lot with sugar. But I was actually typing. I need to run. I have a 1 o'clock appointment. I was literally typing that in the chat room when you said that, but let me see 1 second.
Well, thank you very much. I'd just like to let everybody know that Robert is going to be a guest on this show, Flying with Angels, on May the 3rd. So we're looking forward to that. He's going to talk about his photography and his calendars and his books and what he does within Bite Radio Me, within Bite Me Radio, because he has some wonderful guests on. It's
Hey
Robert
there.
Bell. Hey, hi,
Yes,
Robert.
there is a face behind the voice, so, but yeah.
Yeah, you are.
But,
you look very good today. Yeah.
Well,
You
thank
look
you
good
very
every
much.
day. Sweet drop myself in it now, Rihanna.
Yeah, really, sweet boy. Boy, she's looking for something. All right. Well, listen, I'm looking forward to being on the show too, so this is going to be a lot of fun.
Which is great. Which I think is
What was
the
that,
27th next month, isn't it? We are delighted. Robert invited us to be on the show as guests, and I think it's
Absolutely.
27th of April, isn't it? Which would be great.
That is correct. I'm looking forward to that. I can't believe it's taking me this long to make this work out, but this is going to be a lot of fun.
I don't know if you're going to be able to handle both of us, Robert.
Well, I'm going to give it a good try, a good Yankee try, but hopefully it'll be all right. So anyway, well, listen, thank you very much, and it's such a delight that you do this, remembering Cathy. It just brings back so many happy memories for everyone.
Thank you, Robert, and thank you so much for coming on with the clips of Cathy talking, because that was really good to hear her voice. That was out of the blue. That was just before the show. Robert contacted me, same as Lizzie.
Yep.
But so that is wonderful. Spirit Cathy has got them all running around up there saying,
I know it. She probably hasn't slowed down one bit. She probably enjoying herself a lot. So. Well, listen, y'all have a great rest of the show.
Yes, thank you very much, Robert. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Bye, Robert.
Bye, Robert.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, Robert.
How are you doing, Lizzie?
Well, it's telling me now I need Flash, but I did Flash, and I did Firefox, not Flash.
I'm glad you said that before Robert went. Oh, we've got Becca on as well now. So, Becca, it's lovely to see you on the camera. So, right, there's 3 mini readings. So, you know Becca Gardner, don't you, Lizzie?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Right, I'm going to let you come on and speak, Becca, okay?
Okay.
How are you, anyway?
All right. I just want to say, Lizzie, when you get on camera, you don't have to flash us.
I can see you guys now. I can see you. I've got Flash.
Oh, you're on, are you?
I spent all day yesterday doing what I thought they wanted, and I did Firefox, not Flash. How stupid am I? Anyway, I just got to Flash, so now I just missed Robert, but never mind.
Right, Lizzie, if you click on the camera, you've got a headphone on the left, right? Don't click on that because you're coming through Skype with me. But click on where there's a little camera in the middle.
I don't see one, darling. I'm on the big computer, and there's only in the chat room. I can see the chat. I can see you, Becca, and Rihanna. That's all I have.
Go down the bottom.
I've got a big screen, a massive screener, and all I've got here is the screen, and then you 3 guys. There's nothing else. I can't go down anymore. It's down to the bottom.
Oh.
I can see, it says webcams there, so.
That's what you.
I'll try. You know what? I've just got in here, so I'm going to keep going and trying. So let's see what we can do. But anyway, keep going until I find it. At least I'm not.
Lizzie, have you got a little tick, a little green tick at the top left-hand side? You've got like a headset, and then next to it you've got your webcam. That's your webcam access.
I see. Yep.
Got a little tick there.
Waiting.
She
They're
agreed.
waiting for approval. Oh my God. Adobe Flash Player
Just say
settings.
yes to
Okay.
approve, and
Waiting
then
for approval.
yes.
Start sharing. Come on, guys. I've just flashed.
There you go.
Going. They're waiting for approval. I have to be proved. Allow.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Can you see me now?
Yeah.
I'm on
No.
anyway.
She's not
No.
here.
Oh, I've got me. So, if I can see me, why cannot you? Start sharing.
There you go.
You go.
Oh, hooray! Oh,
Yay!
you're wearing, that's nice, you're wearing pink.
Pink,
I'm
pink.
wearing pink.
This is fun, isn't it?
Because Cathy's tickled pink.
Absolutely. Cathy, let's see your aura. Oh. Is she muted? I
No,
better.
Becca, you're not
Becca.
muted, are you?
Oh, I'm not muted. Hi.
If you want to mute yourself, when you mute yourself up the top, well, if you can't mute yourself because you're in there with me, Lizzie.
Right.
But if they mute themselves, you'll see there, look, a little sign comes up. If I mute Becca,
Oh, right.
can you see that sign?
Right.
And then you can
I
unmute
see,
her.
yeah, absolutely. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Huh? That's good, isn't it? You know what we're doing now. Hey, everybody in the chat room. Oh dear. It's a shame I missed Robert, but never mind. I'll get to tune in when you do your show, and I'm going to do one for you as well. I just haven't got. With coming back, having jet lag, it's been crazy, and I haven't been working since I've been back, or while I've been there, so it's been crazy. But I'm just getting back to my normal self, if there's anything like a normal self.
I was going to say, have you got a normal self?
No. It's like
What's not
crazy mad, but you know, yeah, it's worth every second, you know. So I'm enjoying it. And when I saw you were doing this, oh, you're muted, Rihanna. Okay, so when I saw this, I was thinking, I have to do this, you know.
Yeah, but it's good, isn't it?
Go by.
Once you get over the show.
Yeah,
once you get
really
over,
because turning up in pink. No, but a better sense of joining in with each other, you know what I mean? Instead of just being behind the phone. And okay, Cathy, she's just laughing as well. She's saying hi, guys.
Hi, Cathy.
But she's really right here. Okay, I'm doing this side, but to me it's that side. Okay. Anyway, to all of them, she's having a blast, and it's nice to be back on air.
Yeah.
So hey, so you know what? She's enjoying those cards and thinking, I like those cards. So what have you ladies been up to then?
What have we been up to?
Yeah. Working hard.
Just a bit of spiritual development.
Yes, definitely have been.
Mediumship.
Yes. Development.
Absolutely. Well, that's beautiful.
Of course.
I like the way this is. I like the way this is presented, and that you can interact with your guests.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it? You can have up to 10 people, I think, Lizzie.
Oh, that's really good. They don't do that for blog talk, do they?
No, they haven't got it.
Anyway.
Simon, could you come on as well?
Yes.
Oh, for God's sake.
We can hear you, Simon.
I unmuted you then.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah, it's Simon. Right? Anybody else want to join us?
Yes. I'll be back in
I
2
call
minutes.
this.
Myself.
Okay, I call this like Cathie's Cats.
Absolutely.
You know, I was going to start a show called Cathie's Cats, but we didn't. We just carried on doing Flying with Angels. But it's like a get together when everybody's together like this, and it's not planned. I don't plan it. I just say, "Oh, do you want to come on?" And they do, and we talk about interesting things. You know.
Absolutely. It's beautiful. I like the layout. I like how it's produced. And, you know, you can, if I could get Cathie to produce herself, like with the Aura Bar, I would love her to do that. But
you haven't seen all these pictures, have you?
No.
Right, I'll start from the beginning then.
Okay.
There we go. This is Rihanna and I. Right. Cathie used to make us pictures like this. They're on Imakini, and she used to make me and Rihanna pictures. And there was one of me with a unicorn. I used to love that one. I've still got it. And one of Rihanna with a purple feather, and she loved that. So I go over there and make pictures for the show, and I've done quite a few for Cathie. And that's one, look.
Excuse my office here, darling. I've just got back from the States and it's a mess, but I'll have it back. I wasn't even thinking of staying very long because of, you know, my show's following your show. But this is really nice. I like it. Lovely. I think you've got a beautiful ambience, you know, a lovely, friendly sort of atmosphere here. And, you know, when you're on the phones talking to people, it's like, it's so nice to see. Like I'm looking at Becca today, you know, and it's nice to see her. Although I've seen pictures of her, it's beautiful to see you, Becca. Of course, I've seen Linda and Rihanna before, but it's not. And welcome to this gentleman. What's his name?
Simon. You spoke to Simon last time you come on. He does paintings and is doing a course in mediumship, aren't you, Simon?
Yeah, mediumship. Yeah, I am doing that circle on Monday evenings. Yes.
When you came on the show last time, Lizzie, we had Simon with us, and you told us all to keep up the good work. We were all going to get better and do more. And Simon was there as well.
Absolutely.
I know you don't remember what you say from one show to another.
I do too, man. Yeah, but it's lovely for you know, I always say the person remembers the readings because the reading is for them. And if we kept them, I think we'd be in Lululand by now, you know, because we have so many. But
you can't do it, can you?
I'm seeing Cathie right behind you now, Lynn, right in the picture.
Oh, that's nice.
And right from your picture down behind you, she's standing there. So she's just loving it, and she's telling me to tell you all. She's very proud that you've thought about her today on this beautiful day. And
I can feel her.
It brings her great joy. Yeah, it brings her great joy. So it's like
I can feel her down this side.
Yeah. And Becca, she's telling me you've come on tremendous. It's like you've changed so much, Becca. It's like you've been through a transition. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And this transition hasn't been easy, she said.
Not at all.
Okay, so she's watched you through your transition, and it's like you was a little bird in a flower. We're talking flowers today. And now you've opened up into this beautiful flower. And she said that you're doing fantastically well. But you are an incredible healer. She wants you to understand that the healing is very strong with you. Does that make sense?
It does.
Okay. Follow your healing path, right? And next year in the States, what I'm trying to do is bring three conventions together. And I'll talk to you about that, you know, about your healing and stuff later when we get going, because that's like next year. But Simon, congratulations to you too. She's telling me it was a struggle to start with. Does that make sense?
Pardon?
Cathie's telling me congratulations to you that you had a struggle to start with. You were struggling a little bit.
You.
Does that make
It does, yes.
But now is it flowing more?
More so than it was, yeah.
She's telling me to tell you, stay the course, because sometimes you lose your confidence. Does that make sense? Okay, stay the course, darling, because you'll make it. It's just sometimes people come into your life and you listen to a lot of mediums and you think, oh my God, I could never be that good, or that's not for me, or I'll never be able to do that. But you will. And she's telling me to tell you, stay the course. Don't get disheartened at any time. You know, yes, it is a long journey, but you have a special guide behind you. But also, has your father passed, darling?
Not yet that I'm aware of. I would hope they would have the decency to tell me.
Okay, I have a father figure with you. Not to say he's passed, but I have a father figure.
Yeah,
are you
that makes
close
sense.
with him? Okay, are you close with him?
With my actual father, no.
Okay, there's thoughts coming to you from him. Does that make sense?
The father.
And to you.
Sorry, I'm a bit confused here. Coming to me, is this coming from the father figure?
Right.
That makes sense, yes.
Okay. So the thought coming from that father figure to you,
Yeah.
but you are also sending thoughts to him. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. There is a spiritual connection to the two of you, and it's a very beautiful spiritual connection. They want you to embrace that connection. Even if you're not together, embrace the connection. He's thinking of you as you think of him. It's divine intervention, if you will. And it's a beautiful feeling and a beautiful thought that you send your father and he's sending right back to you, spiritually, right?
Thank you.
Okay, so let that inspire you to complete that mediumship, because you will do it. You will. But you have to keep on board. You've got to keep going, darling. You can't
Oh,
stop.
definitely, yes.
Okay, and congratulations for even just taking it on board, because it's not an easy path.
No, that's true. Thank you.
My pleasure, darling. Congratulations to you. And you, Becca. And even you two guys, Brianna, you've come up from, this way, standing on your platform, and now you're reaching for the stars, she said, right? And so you're going to make it. But Lynn, she's saying to you, you know what, Lynn? I am so very proud of you. And I know you're in my thoughts and I'm in your thoughts, right? And she's telling me, you are one special angel on this earth plane, and I love you very much, she said. And the both of you together are like, strawberries and cream, if you like. And you've continued on instead of stopping and maybe just, forgetting all about her or the show. You've continued that journey. And so this is what she's very proud of with you two guys. And there's a great love for both of you. So, Rihanna, well done. And Lynn, she's got the biggest love like this, and a big heart like that for you guys. Very special. And to you as well, Rihanna. So, what a great lady.
Thank you, Cathy. And, well, I should say thank you, Cathy. Sometimes I'll be here and I'll be like making her pictures up or whatever, and I can feel her energy stroking my hand or my arm. And I always know it's her. Sometimes I'm unsure, but normally it is Cathy,
But there's also a mother figure with you.
I don't want to go into me. Thank you very much, Liz.
No, I mean, is it your husband's mum? It's a mother figure, so we'll leave it there, shall we?
Yeah, could you leave it there, please?
Okay. Okay, darling. But there's like a lot of people around you.
Can you see that? I'd rather not go into me and my personal life. Thank you.
No, there was just love coming, that's all.
Oh, that's all right. I'll accept the love. I accept the love.
All. Yeah.
But last time, when we had a guest on and he did that, I got told off by my nan. And And then I said, no, and she said, don't lie, and she told him, and he said he never wanted to feel that anger again. So it was something that shouldn't have been on the air.
Absolutely.
I kept the program, but I shouldn't have put myself in that position.
Yeah.
So I'm going to ask you not to continue with that, but it's nice to know if Dave's mum's with me. That's nice to know, and it's nice to know that family is with me.
Yeah,
you know.
They're sending you love. There's a lot of people with you all the way around you, but they're just sending love today.
Yeah. But,
because it's Cathie's Day, you know, so we're sending love to everybody.
Yeah, can you look at your screen a minute and look at the presentation board? Can you see it in the middle? You can't, can you?
No.
Lizzie, go down to the right-hand corner of your screen.
Okay, I've lost you. Hang on, sweetie. I think I've lost it now. Okay. Stop
right.
again.
Have you got the whole of your screen?
I have, but now I've only got Cathie and Tony on that picture. It says stop sharing your webcam.
That's right. Yeah. No. Share your webcam.
Share your webcam. Right now it says integrated medium quality. Start sharing. I did that, and then he took me off again.
Right.
So
okay.
Straight off.
Now, down the bottom of the right-hand side of your page,
right,
is a little oblong
box.
Yeah. That's got something in it. Mine is on Bird's Eye. I think yours would be on Hangout. Is there a little box there that says Hangout? Down on that. Does it say radio style?
No.
Classic style?
No. I'll just have you guys. Let me see if I can deduce it, minimize it.
There's a little.
Minimize it.
There's a little. Can you see the chat room?
No, not now. Hang on, sweetie pie. I've lost it altogether now.
No, you haven't. The beauty of this show is, with us, we're so relaxed. If you lose it altogether, it doesn't matter. Because we just accept everybody as they are, Lizzie.
Okay, so let me see where we go from here. It says leave a reply. Fly with the angels. I've just gone to Cathie. When I reduced it, I should have just gone back to big, shouldn't I? But I didn't. Okay, so let me see.
So all you can
join. Let me see if that. Listen by clicking the button below. Okay. Oh, I need Flash. Okay, darling. Well, we just had Flash install.
Yeah, but you're on the. I can see you on the screen, Lizzie, talking.
Oh.
Mind you, you're frozen.
Okay, so maybe I just need to keep going back till I get it, right? Cannot reach this page, huh?
Yeah, so you are there. I don't know quite. Now you've gone.
Oh no!
Don't panic. Right, while you're waiting to come back, you try and come back. We won't worry about the different views.
Right.
I can show you how to do that later. Because if you go to a different view, I've got bird's eye view. I can see the chat room. I can see 4 or 5 videos, and I can see who's in the chat room as well. Plus, I've got the option on options to message anybody if I want to. You know.
Right.
I've got a message from Cynthia Kitely Lee. She lives in Mississippi, right? And she's wonderful. She came over to England and visited me and Dave and some friends up near Bath. And we had a lovely time. And she's put, hello, would love a reading, but don't want to call in. we tend to frighten people, don't we, Rihanna?
Now come on, Cynthia, one of these days you've got to come into the show, my beautiful, because your energy's gorgeous. Are you hearing me?
She has phoned in before, but yeah, you have phoned in before, haven't you? But she wasn't on for very long, you know. No. I think I think it was just a bit too much. Anyway,
yes. Can I just ask, has her mum passed? I've got tons of mums here.
You've got tons of mums?
Yeah. Has her mum passed? Cynthia's mum?
Yeah.
Okay. Because Cynthia's mum's tapping me on the shoulder now. But you guys go for it while I look for this, and then I'll see if I can get back to you.
Oh, right. Okay. What I was going to say, Cynthia, if you call in, you can speak to Lizzie direct because she's on my line, on my Skype line. Anyway, the photo I've got at the moment that's up for everybody that is watching on the video archives is a picture of Cathie and Tony, and Cathie loved hummingbirds, and this hummingbird is taking nectar from a tulip. Now, I don't know if anybody's familiar with the story about tulips, but the tulip is representative of deep, true love. Right. And the story goes in one of the Greek mythologies, I think it's a Greek mythology, or yes, it's in an ancient mythology. I'm not sure if it's Greece or Roman, right? But this prince was dearly in love with this princess, and he wasn't allowed to marry her, or they were going to get married. Anyway, she died, and he was so upset, he rode his horse over a cliff, and the horse and him died. But where his blood was, a tulip grew. Oh. As a deep red tulip grew that signified his love for her. And I forgot about that until I was looking at this when you were talking, and I was saying about Cathie and Tony and their forever love. You know, it's also a thing for a flower for the 11th anniversary, wedding anniversary. But the fable behind it is very nice. It might even be of Turkish descent. I haven't actually got it here in front of me, but it's just off the top of my head.
Well, that was beautiful anyway.
Yeah, thank you, Lizzie.
Yeah,
are you coming back? You coming back on camera?
I'm getting there, darling. I'm getting there. It says, hang on, we're conjuring 7 entities to help you bring you in.
Yeah, 7 entities with the other 1,000 with them. Right.
Listen only, microphone or whatever. So I'm going to press the microphone, and then I can get back up into that corner.
And then you can come back in.
Yeah.
Right. While we're at it then, Cynthia, and I think you said you're going to call in, I'm not sure. You don't have to call in and have a camera because she's in her pyjamas, she says.
So am I, darling, so am I.
You don't have to, if you can call in, we can just speak to you, and then Lizzie's very good with the vibration of your voice, and she just zooms in on you anyway. I'm going to pick you a bunch of flowers, Cynthia. Let's see what I get for you. I have... That's very nice. I can't read it. I haven't got the right glasses on. Financial healing, Cynthia, with a yellow lily. So you've got a yellow lily, and next to the yellow lily, you've got a calendula, a pot marigold. These are very bright orangey yellow, aren't they? And with the next one, you've got a pink hydrangea. Now, I think we'll place the hydrangeas with the yellow and orangey flowers either side of them to make them look beautiful. The hydrangea represents taking the first step, Cynthia. So if you're doing something that you want to take off, or you're thinking of changing what you do to doing something else, you need to take that first step. And then don't worry about the financial healing. Things will be given to you from the universe to support what you want to do. Always remember that. Remember, there is plenty in the universe to come to you, and you are a being of light and love, and the abundance that you need will come to you for what you want to do, especially if it's something spiritual. And then you are healed. The marigold one is nice. You are healed. The healing you've prayed for is on its way. Well, what lovely news is that? So that's the marigold, the healing one. This is the lily, which is the financial one. Always see your glass is half full and not half empty. And this is the first step to the hydrangea. And whatever you're going to take a first step in, it could be to do with your health. It's all going to work out all right. And Spirit don't want you to worry about anything, because you're going to be fine, is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to pass you to Rihanna now. And there you go, Rihanna.
Hello, Cynthia. Bless you. As you know, I had, believe it or not, 5 cards fall out. I looked through each of the decks, and you know what I use. I use Archangel Michael, the Archangel deck, Gabrielle, and Therapy deck. But funny enough, I didn't have to have anything from Michael. I had 1 from Gabriel, 1 from the Therapy deck, and 3 fall out of the Archangel deck. So I asked for guidance, and they have come to me. So let's have a look and see what we have. As you know, I look at them all and see what's going on. Now, I know that you had a crystal clear intention, and this is Archangel Michael from the Archangel deck. And I want you to know that this is coming through from divine guidance for you in this next venture. And that in order to be to have that open, you need to start clearing your space. Now, when you clear your space, that could possibly be just clearing something that is stopping you, right, from taking that next wonderful step. Because I know what you do, that open up your crown chakra even greater. It's like you are moving up like this. You know, it's quite amazing, Cynthia, right? Because I also got Archangel Raguel with the relationship harmony card, and I feel that everything is going to start to come together. There's quite a lot of things that are going on, and you possibly, if you've been feeling slightly off colour and slightly adrift, it's to do with the fact that with the energy you are in flux of shifting, and it's going to be absolutely unbelievable as our spring, summer, or as you move on the next 2 or 3 months. I think Lizzie might come up with something in a minute, that it really is going to go like that. I hope that do. Namaste. I'll pass you on to Lizzie. Thank you, Lizzie. Cynthia.
Thank you, darling. Is she online or no?
She is, but she's not on. She's in the chat room, and she's listening. So she can hear what you're saying, but she can't answer you. Oh.
Okay. Oh.
I'm online. You're online. There's me. Yeah, you need to put if you're on the computer, at the top of the page where you see the chat room, you've got the top of the page on the left, on your left, there's a pair of headphones, Cynthia, and if you click on that, you can, if you click on that, you'll be able to use your microphone, which will be the microphone from your laptop, because that's what Simon does. Okay? So Anyway, do you reckon you could do that, Cynthia? Just click on the headphones at the top. Every show's a learning curve. That's why we enjoy it, you know. You're always so encouraging. Come on, Cynthia, you can do this. Now, Simon, I'm just going to unclick Simon a minute. Hello, Simon.
Hi.
Simon, you talk through your computer. You haven't got headphones, have you?
No.
No. So, Cynthia, you can just... What am I to do? Right, Cynthia, if you can see this page, the page where we are, and the top on your screen, on a black line at the top left-hand corner, is a pair of headphones with a microphone, a little picture of it. If you click on that, it will come up with start using your microphone, and then you follow the instructions from there. If it says add Adobe Flash Reader, say allow.
Hello? Linz, we can't hear you. Have you muted yourself somehow?
Can you hear me, Cynthia?
Linz, can't hear you. Can't hear you.
Sorry, I accidentally muted us, Lizzie. Right, Cynthia. Yeah, Cynthia, can you just say hi?
Hello?
Hello, Cynthia.
Did you hear that?
Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you now. I'm going to put you on to Lizzie, okay?
Okay.
Right, I'll put you on to Lizzie. Away you go, Lizzie.
All right. Hello, Lizzie.
I'm away. Hi, darling. I have Anna.
Hey, Lizzie, could you say something, please?
I did. I just asked her if she knows if she had a close relationship with her mum.
Oh.
With who? A relationship with whom?
With mum.
With your mum.
Yes. She's in spirit. I'm not hearing very well.
Hang on, let's call on Archangel Michael. Dear Archangel Michael, please can you help us with the communication here so that Lizzie can speak to Cynthia clearly, please. Thank you very much.
Cynthia, is your mum in spirit world?
Yes, she is.
Okay, that's all I needed because she keeps telling me this is your mum, so I have your mum. And she speaks of the October-November months. Does this mean anything to you? I'm kind of talking to her.
We went to France in October, so that's a event.
Okay. And is there an R name with you, like Richard or Robert or anybody with the R name that
Richard
you and your mum
is my
family?
Richard is my husband.
Richard.
He and I went to England and France last October.
Okay. Your mum knows about that, darling. She's very pleased to connect with you today. I just wish the line was better, as I could give you a full read, but it's breaking up an awful lot. Okay. But also, do you have 2 children?
No. I have 5 babies.
I didn't hear a word of that.
Sorry, you broke up then. You broke up, Cynthia.
Okay. I have fur babies. I don't have human children.
You have two
except
fur babies.
stepchildren. I have a stepdaughter,
Right.
who's 23.
Okay, but do you have two fur babies?
I have 5 fur babies.
Whoa. She's got a family there. Okay, darling. Well, your mum's sending you great love down here. I just wished I could get you a little bit clearer so as we could have a real good reading, but it's breaking up and I have to have your voice and to get with you. Who is the M name? Is there a Mary that you would know? Mary or Michael, Margaret?
Yes, I named Mary, who reconnected with this last year. We're old friends, going back more than 50 years. She's
okay. Well, your mum knows about that too.
But she's in flesh.
Yeah, but listen, your mum knows about that. She's telling me about it. So your mum's watching what you're doing, I guess. Now, who died to cancer, sweetie? I have a cancer lady here.
Cancer. That would be Lindsay. She and I are born on the same day.
No, it's not me. It's somebody in spirit.
Yeah, it's somebody in spirit, darling.
You lost a friend a little while ago, didn't you?
It might be my paternal grandmother who was born on July 1st.
Right. So she passed to cancer?
Did she pass the cancer, Cynthia?
No. Cancer sign. Asking about a cancer sign. She's a Cancerian. I'm Cancerian. I was born in July.
Okay. But also, Lynn, was you saying that she had a friend that had cancer or no?
I don't know. Did you have a friend that passed recently? Did she have cancer, Cynthia?
No. Mm-hmm.
No, she didn't. It may be referring to me, but I'm still here.
No, it's somebody in spirit world that knows somebody who died to cancer here. So it's like it's to do with her mum, a friend around her mum that passed, I think, before her mum. Okay, but her mum's met up with somebody. Also, is there somebody with the S initial, Cynthia, like Susan or Sarah, Sam or Samantha?
Who would be in spirit?
Yes, in spirit.
Someone in. Let's see. Doesn't mind.
Okay.
Maybe
somebody.
She was, but not very closely. She wasn't family or close friend, but I knew Lily, and she a year ago, a little over a year ago.
Did you catch that? Did you catch that, Lynn? Because it's breaking up on mine.
Yeah. What was her name, Cynthia?
Name was Susan.
Susan.
There you go. And she's passed over?
And she's passed over? She died about a year ago, I think you said, you, Cynthia. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she went in a year ago.
This is why I would love a good communication, because I have Susan, I have your mum, I've got a load of people here, but I cannot communicate because it keeps going in and out. So, I wish I could just get to you a little better. And Richard, I think Richard's mum gone too?
His mom, her name was Betty.
Yeah, you're breaking up, Cynthia.
Yeah.
Just say yes or no. Has Richard's mum crossed over?
Yes.
Yes, she has.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. I told you I have all the mums here today, all of them, and they're sending you love. But there's a lot of stuff happening around you, Cynthia. And I'd love to talk to you all about it, but with this communication thing, it's really difficult because I like to continue. I don't like to stop. I like to keep giving the message out. But maybe
Right.
when I come on, I'm going to come on the show, Cynthia, with the girls. Maybe I'll look at the dates and see what they give me, and then maybe you can call in and get this thing organised a little bit better, and I'll give you a full read. How's that?
That would be just, thank you.
It's my pleasure, darling. Thank you.
Did you hear that?
That'd be good.
That would be lovely. Thank you so much.
That's a shame about that because I had such a great communication here with the spirit world. Her mum, her husband's mum, her friends, they're all here to wish her a great love here. But that's okay. Sometimes these things happen. But next time, when I do come on your show, Linz, I will get that sorted and we'll do that lady a better
Yes,
read.
I'll help Cynthia as well to get her communications sorted. I would like to thank Archangel Michael because the communication between you two did get a bit better and you did actually get over what you wanted to say.
Yes, absolutely.
And Cynthia, I would just like to say, isn't it nice to know that your family and spirit are supporting you with your endeavours? Well, everybody, it's now 5:31 and we need to close the show. And Lizzie has a show later at 7 o'clock on Blog Talk Radio. But before Lizzie goes, I would like to just give Lizzie this bouquet of flowers that I picked for her just a minute ago. And I will pass you also over to Rihanna. Now, Lizzie, you need to cleanse your energy. There's an African violet come up here. You need to cleanse your energy, especially before you do the show. Do it with a silver violet flame there, look, right? Just concentrate on the purple. I know you understand that. And whatever you've been concerned about, you've got the same card as Cynthia had, the marigold. You are healed.
I love that.
So if you've had any worries, you are healed, you know? If you've had a cold or anything, it's on the way out because we've all had this cold going around.
You know what, though? Only 2 days ago I had that, and I had a real bad one. So thank you. That's confirmation.
Yeah, it says the healing you've prayed for is on its way. Well, I always think as soon as you ask the prayer, you receive the healing. And it's not a case of it's on its way. It's a case of you've got it, you know, and you'll be getting better soon. And the next one is, I couldn't understand this because you vibrate at a very high rate and it's raised your vibration. But if I put it with the other two cards, with the African violet, cleanse your energy, and the you are healed and you having a cold, it's about picking yourself up after you've had this cold, I think.
Absolutely,
so that's pretty. So you need to just rest and look after you, not overdo it, and just pick yourself up. And I wish you a wonderful show.
Thank you. And that's spot on because I have been down. I've done too much work, really, and it's like gone crazy mad. But everything's turning out beautiful. I do need to do everything for me is pretty well. So thank you. And I love you guys, and I'm gonna have to run now. But God bless you all, and thank you to Cathy and all the angels and Rihanna. Good luck with your endeavors, and so you, Lynn, and you.
Thank you.
I think that's all of you. Blessings of love and light. Namaste.
This is the team now. When Becca.
I'm Becca.
And now you, anybody that'll come on camera, you become part of the team.
Okay, darling. Okay,
thank
guys,
you so much, and thank you to Cathy and Spip. Rihanna, if you'd like to say, just take yourself out, Lizzie. If you mute yourself from my Skype connection, you'll just disappear off of my Skype, but I can carry on.
If Lizzie listens back to this, I had some cards come out for her, which quite relates, by the way. Archangel Raphael has been with her because he's been continually reminding her to breathe
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
through these things, because although she's probably been feeling under the weather in her physical, there's a lot of energy, and because she's so highly connected, those energies obviously have some effect. So he's just reminding her to breathe, and then I got these that she's very highly sensitive to chemical addictions and stuff like that, the sacral. So her stomach has been feeling a bit off colour as well, and this is all to do with this energy that's been imparting, and so it will clear. Don't worry about it. But also, I got perfectionism. She's Lizzie. You're such a wonderful giver, such a sensitive soul, and your passion is, full on. That's good. Polishing the project is fine, but don't allow perfectionistic fear to result in procrastination. Now, I think, and that was from Archangel Gabriel, but I think what that means is it's okay to put the brakes on a little bit and breathe, because you have the breathe card from Raphael, and the angels and spirit and divine are saying, it's okay. Put the skates on now and again and just breathe and be still. Namaste. Thank you, Liz. Just wanted to give that.
Namaste. Thank you. Thank you, Rihanna. We can tell Lizzie she'll like this, that she can look up at the end. She can fast forward. You can fast forward the archives, everybody, to your reading. The archives are also on YouTube, and you can also have the archives on just audio only if you wish to listen to it. And there is another broadcast station that you can download that we're on as well. I can't remember what it's called. So there's many different ways to listen to the show. If you'd like to join us for our next show, we may have one in 3 weeks' time. If not, it will be May the 3rd with our lovely Robert Sharp. So I'd like to say thank you very much for coming, and God bless you. Thank you to Simon Swain, as ever, helpful. Rihanna, the host of the show. Mary Gates, thank you so much. I'm glad you got your electricity back on. I'll keep you in my prayers. We all will. And Cynthia, thank you so much. I'll help you to sort out your microphone and headphones next time. And good night, good evening, and God bless you, everybody. Isn't that right, Rihanna?
Yeah. Good evening, good afternoon, whatever the time is where you are. Stay in the now and be happy and feel blessed in everything you do in life. Look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.
Oh, and thank you to Becca for coming as well.
Yeah.
God bless you. Bye.
We didn't get round to a reading for Mary either, bless her.